Hello, my friends. Today we're learning about Basra Daf Nun Vov. We're going to start about 10 lines down. Yossi Rav Acha bar Avia Kamedi Rav Asi. Rav Acha, the son of Avia, sat in front of Rav Asi. V'Yossi v'Ka'oma, and he sat and he said, Mishmedi Rav Asi bar Chanina, in the name of Asi, the son of Rav Chanina, the Chatzuva mafsik benichse ager. So what is Chatzuva? We're going to see in a second. But it's called Afsaka. It's continuation to the sugi that we learned before. That when you have Nichse Ager who passed away and his Nechosim Hefka, and he had this property, this piece of land that had Chatzuva, that's splitting it into two. If you do a Chazaka on one part, you're not going to the other part. You have to do a Chazaka in each part separately. Says the Gemara, my Chatzuva, why this Chatzuva that we say that it's splitting up? Omar Rav Yehuda, says Rav Yehuda, Omar Rab in the name of Rab, Sheboyu, this Chatzuva, Tichem Yeshua Yisrael Eretz. When Yeshua came to Eretz Yisrael, and he split up Eretz Yisrael into Shvatim and said, this is the borders, Yehuda's over here, etc. So to make it very clear where the border is, he planted something that's called Chatzuva. That's a type of plant that the roots go straight down into the ground. And that's a way that we will always remember where the borders are. And Rashbam says also between each one's nachalo, each person's nachalo. Rav Yehuda Rav, says Rav Yehuda in the name of Rav, and it comes in over here because we're talking about Yeshua giving over the Eretz Yisrael to the Jews. And when Yeshua, all the mentions of the cities or the villages that Yeshua gave in Eretz Yisrael, it's not mentioned all the villages. There's a lot more villages that are not mentioned. So which ones are mentioned? The ones on the borders of Eretz Yisrael. And Tosis points out that's not only in the borders of Eretz Yisrael, also in the borders between each Shevet and Shevet. Omar Rav Yehuda, Omar Shmuel. Rav Yehuda says in the name of Shmuel, Kol she'ro HaKadosh Baruch Hu leMoshe. Hashem took Moshe to Aryeh and he showed him Eretz Yisrael before he passed away. And he said, this is going to be the land for the Jewish people. So everything Moshe saw, Chai b'Maises, Chai b'Maises. Says the Gemara, Lafuke Mai, why are they coming to exclude that's not Chai b'Maises? Says the Gemara, Lafuke Kini, Kenizi v'Kadmoini, that's places that Hashem promised Avram, but Moshe never saw them. Tanya, in the Brayse it says, Ramei Oima, that's coming to exclude different places. Nafchusa, Aravo, v'Shalmo. Rav Yehuda Oima, Ar Seir, Amon, Moyer, Rav Shimon Oimer, Ar Diskis, Asya, Vaspanias. We have here machloikis of where they're coming to exclude the places that Moshe never saw, that they're not chayev b'maisa. Says a Mishnah, Oyu shnai me'idim oiso she'ochloi shalosh shanim. Reuven comes to Shimon and says, what are you doing in my field? Shimon says, what do you mean? I've been here for 3 years and I bought it off you 3 years ago, and I have here Edim that testify that I've been here for 3 years, and these Edim come and they testify, and then another group of Edim come and say, this first group of Edim, they were Edim Zoimimim, they were with us in Hawaii for the past 3 years. They can't be that they're saying the truth. So what do they need to pay? They need to Zoimim, and they find Zoimim as we explained. So not only does Reuven get back his land that he was claiming off Shimon because Shimon doesn't have Edim anymore, also these Edim, because they tried making Reuven lose this piece of land, the din of Kasha Zomam, and they have to pay another piece of land, this value, to Reuven. If Shnaim Barishono, there was 2 Edim being made, Reuven and Shimon are made on the first year of Vachila. Shnaim, 2 Edim, different Edim B'Shnir, have Edus on the second year of Chazaka. B'Shnaim and a third group of Edim B'Shlishis on the third year of Chazaka. And now they found that they're Zoimimim. Mishalshem B'Neim, so let's say the land is worth 900,000 pounds. So the first cat of Edim needs to pay 300,000, the second cat 300,000, and the third cat of Edim have to pay 300,000 pounds. Because each one was trying to make him lose that value. Says a Mishnah, Shloisha Achim, so you have Reuven, Shimon, and Levi who are brothers, the Acher, the Echod, and someone else who's not a brother. So you have Reuven, Shimon, and Levi who are brothers, and then another person, let's call him Yisachar, who's not a brother, Mitztaref Imor, meaning if Reuven's made with Yisachar on the first year, Shimon with Yisachar on the second year, and Levi with Yisachar on the third year, it's a good Eidos. Arelu Shalish Edus, it's 3 separate Edus, and we don't have a problem that's Kroivim. Then Edus Achas La Zoma, and Kedei to say Kasha Zomam that you'll need to pay, you have to be Mezim all these 3 groups of Edim, and only then you could do Kasha Zomam. Says the Gemara, Masnisin our Mishnah the Loika Rabbi Akiva does not fit in Rabbi Akiva. The Tanya, it says in the Brayse Omar Rabbi Yosi, Rabbi Yossi said, "Kishalach Abba Chalafta to Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri lilmod Torah." When Abba Chalafta went to Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri to learn Torah, but Amrulan, some people say it was Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri to Abba Chalafta lilmod Torah. It was the opposite. Not Rabbi Abba Chalafta went to Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri. Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri went to Abba Chalafta. Omar Lois, he asked him, "What the din? The first year there was one cat of Edim. Shniyah b'fnei shnayim. Second year in front of a different cat of Edim. Shlishis b'fnei shnayim. And the third year was in front of someone else. Ma, what's the din? Omar Le'erezu chazaka. No problem. This is considered a good chazaka, even though it's 3 kitei Edim being made on the same chazaka. Omar Loi. So Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri told Rabbi Abba Chalafta, or Abba Chalafta told Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri, I also admit to what you're saying that this is considered chazaka. Elo, but Rabbi Akiva choylek badova. The Rabbi Akiva argues about this. Rabbi Akiva would say, it says in the Pasuk, Al pi shnayim edim yokum dover, something, v'lo chetzi dover. And since this edus is one edus, that is a chazaka, you can't split it into three little edus. All has to be one edus, and therefore it's a chison in edus, and you can't have a chazaka this way. And the only way you have a chazaka is the same 2 edim are made on the whole 3 years. So therefore, our mission that says that it's good, like Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri and Abba Chalafta, does not go like Rabbi Akiva. Says the Gemara of Rabbanon who argue in Rabbi Akiva, "Idova v'lo chetzi dova mai of delay." It says in the Pasuk Al pi shnayim edim yokum dova. What do they learn? That it needs to be a thing and not half a thing. If it's coming to exclude such a type of edus that people are made about a girl that she's a gdoila already, and echad oima, one aid says echos begavo, that they saw a hair in one place, ve'echad oima echos bekreisan, they saw a hair in another place, and for ktana to be a gdoila she needs 2 hairs. So that what's coming to Lemuti, dova v'lo chetzi dova, can't be. I chetzi dova v'chetzi edusi. It's much worse. You don't have 2 edim on each hair. For edus, you need to have 2 edim on the same thing. This is 1 eid on each hair. You don't have 2 edim on each hair. So obviously it's not good. You don't need the pasuk to tell you this. Elo, it's coming, the Rabbanon, what are they going to say? That Dova is coming to exclude Lemuti, Shnayim Oimrim Echos Begavo, Shnayim Oimrim Echos Bekreisa. They have Reuven and Shimon say we saw 1 hair in one place, and Levi and Yehuda say we saw 1 hair in another place. So you might think, oh, there's 2 hairs here, and every hair has a full edus, so we could put it together. Tell the Torah, Dova v'lo chetzi dova. And the Rashbam explains what's the difference between this and Chazaka. That by Cyrus, it has to be in the same second to see the 2 Cyrus. Because if you see a ktana with 1 Sarah, and then it falls off, and then another Sarah grows, that's not Gdoila. She needs to have 2 Sarahs in the same place, in the same time, to be a Gdoila. And therefore, it's a chetzi dova and it's a problem. Masha'en came by Chazaka, each year is separate. You can't have year 1 and 2 in the same time. There's first year 1, and then there's year 2. And therefore, the din is that 2 edus on year 1, and edus in year 2, and edus in year 3 could connect together, and there's no concern of dova of chetzi dova. Says the Gemara Vaita. Omar Rav Yehuda echad oima ochlo chitin. You have your edus of 2 edim. Reuben and Shimon are made that this person had chazaka of 3 years, but Reuben says that in these 3 years he ate wheat. Ve'echad oima, and the second aid says ochlo sorim, he ate barley. Aryeh chazaka, that's considered a good chazaka, and we soon in the continuation, and very soon we're going to see what's pshat l'chorah they contradict each other. Matki for Rav Nachman asked the kash on Rav Yehuda. Elo me'ato, if so, echad oimer ochlo rishon shlishis v'chamishis. Reuven, the aid says he saw the person eating it year 1, 3, and 5. Ve'echad oimer, and the second one says ochlo shniya revius v'shishis, he ate it year 2, 4, and 6. You want to tell me that's considered a chazaka? And we know for sure that's not chazaka because we don't have an edus of shloisha shonim together. Each one's in different years. So what's the difference to us? It contradicts each other. One saying chitin and one saying soirim. Omale Rav Yehuda, so Rav Yehuda told Rav Nachman, Hachi Ashasa, this is the way you should put it. There's a big difference between these 2 cases. Hasom, over there, when we said it's not good, B'shata, on the year the Komasid Mar, when the first aid is made, Loi Komasid Mar. On year number 1, only Reuben's made. And on year number 2, only Shimon's made. So we don't have an aidus of 2 people on Chazaka. Hacha, but over here in the case of Chitim and Soirim, they both being made the year number 1, 2, and 3. This person was in the field. What are you telling me? That there's a difference. One's made they ate wheat and one's made they ate barley. He didn't go deep into his plate to look what's in his field. One thought it's wheat and the other one thought it's barley. One of them had a mistake. But they don't contradict each other, and therefore they join it together and become one edus, and therefore it's considered a good edus. Everyone should have a very good Shabbos, a blessed time, and we should be zoicha to learn this Gemara again, to remember it, and to be mikayim all what says in it. Shkoyach, good Shabbos.